Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
What are you doing?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Let's go, defense. Hey, 57, 53, check 53. I can't believe they let you play.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Play brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got a man. It's something that's complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Swing this complete out to Hill. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And some space here. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
What are you doing?
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then, because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside, as he did there.
And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end, so they were on him in a hurry. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to let one go deep for... It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Finds a man with a crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
New England on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Come on! 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach.
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it's going to be second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yards to go.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Before he came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Now here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try and push it across the end zone that way.
They'll try to run this one in. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
That's the score. Patriots 20, Colts 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd and 10, Watson gets this one to Hill. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An extra quarter comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
Way to work, baby, way to work.
Second and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
13-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch. This
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kyle Rudolph. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 50, it's Watson. This is the tight end fan. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Watson rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They juked him. Spinning away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the gun, here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Prescott.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mahomes is going to run it on the option. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss there, now 3rd and 14.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he can't quite pick it. No interceptions so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Dancing to his left. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Watson looks to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He'll buy some time. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
Man, when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
You know I'm old school, so I always want a hammer in my backfield. But in short yardage situations, 3rd down pickups, I got to have him. And he picked it up for him right there.
Out of the gun, Watson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
We live for this.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Mahomes going to throw it here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
One last throw here for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Way to work, baby. Way to work. Woo!
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Pats, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.